race fans, MaxSpeedTV is going to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage of tonight's SSCA Michelangelo's Painting Truck Series race here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. I'm Jeff Dawson alongside Charles Smith. Welcome, Charles.
Yeah, glad to be here. Ready for some exciting racing here at Texas.
Yes, sir. Exciting indeed. And also can't forget our cameraman slash producer tonight, Michael D'Amico, doing all the camera work that he does over here for the SSCA Racing Series. So a big shout out to him as well. All right, well, there's a few things so we could get down to here tonight to kind of get you up to speed on what's going on over here at SSCA is we'll give you the top 10 rundown and the points. Coming into tonight's race, Chris Simmert is your point leader with 359 points. Judd Danielson is behind him in second position with 320 points. Sean Kalis is in third with 275 points. Steve Seegers is in fourth with 273 points. Jeff Martin's in fifth with 265 points. Mike Donahue is in sixth with 262 points. Vernon Margheim is in seventh with 254 points. Then we got Daniel Jackson in eighth place with 242 points. He's tied with Joe Johnson for eighth place. They each have 242 points. Then William Hartman, he's had a fast race truck these past couple of races. He's 10th in points with 241 points. So he's only 1 point back from that tie against Jackson and Johnson. So it's going to be kind of cool to see if William Hartman can get past those guys tonight, and if he can possibly get past Vernon Margheim. I mean, that's a really close battle there as well. But should be a pretty fun race tonight here at Texas. It's 132 laps, so let's get ready to get this race going. Go grab you a snack, grab you a drink, something like that, because this race will be getting underway here within the next 15 minutes. Right now we are in qualifying, and it looks like the current pole sitter as of now is Joe Johnson. There's been 6 trucks to put in the qualifying time so far, and still with that, Joe Johnson is the pole sitter. Right now it looks like we've got Mark McFadden on track. We'll see what he can do here, and he's 8th quickest, looks like. I don't know if, yeah, I think it was
looks like Jason Eisenhower on a qualifying run there got in the wall coming off 2.
Yes, he did. Ouch. That's a tough lick for that 36 truck. We've seen him having some bad luck last couple weeks ago there at the last race at what was it, Charlotte? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, but we've seen him just have a heck of a mess at that race, and hopefully he can get everything turned around tonight here at Texas. But we do have a new pole sitter. Kyle Snodgrass goes to the top spot here. Well, your last 2 races that's been ran over here with these guys in the trucks, the winner was the same person, William Hartman. I see he's 3rd quickest in practice here this evening, so we'll have to see how he'll fare out in qualifying. And I think he'll be another driver to watch for here again tonight, as we know how well he's done on these mile-and-a-half tracks. I mean, he won Kansas and he won Charlotte, and that was back-to-back races. Can he make it 3 in a row? Back to back, we'll have to wait and see. Or can somebody else, come out here and defeat him, and it'll be a different winner possibly, or somebody else repeating a win? Because before William Hartman won that race at Charlotte a few weeks ago, it was different drivers for each race. He broke that, I guess you could say, spell or whatever you want to say with having different drivers win each race. He broke that streak. That's where I was looking for. But we'll see if somebody can break his 2-win streak here tonight, or will he keep it up with a 3rd?
Hey, he's going to have a very good shot. Like you said, he was fast in practice.
Yep, he's been fast on all these mile-and-a-half races, SSCA trucks this season, so we can tell you right now he's a mile-and-a-half ringer.
And Adam Eisenhower goes P1.
Yes, he does. Yep, Adam Eisenhower up to the top spot. David Gainforth in the 101 truck is on track right now. We'll see what he can do here. And Chris Scala goes to the top spot here. See what Judd Danielson can do here coming to the line. Can he get the top spot from Chris Scala? And no, he'll stay 3rd. Ooh, Vernon Margheim up to 3rd, so he'll knock Judd Danielson back to 4th. Chris Scala still on the pole. Let's see what Ray Richard can do here as he comes around to complete his qualifying run. And Ray Richard will stay in 12th position. Now he's knocked down to 13th as Ralph Vorst will take 10th. I believe that was Ralph's first lap. He's got one more lap to go, yeah. So Ralph might be able to improve that. We'll see here. And he did improve that. He's up to 7th. Next up to come out is the 94 truck of Kevin Fetty.
And Kevin Fetty will go P2.
Yeah, that was only his first lap, so we can tell he's got a really quick truck here so far. There's Sean Kalis coming across the board 4th. We'll see what Kevin Fetty's got in store here as he comes around turn 3 and 4 for the final time here for his qualifying run.
William Hartman goes P1.
Oh, that's not a surprise at all right there, folks. Let's see what Kevin Fetty can do. And looks like he'll stay 3rd position as Sean Kalis will, looks like he'll stay 5th. We'll see what Chris Emmerd's got in store here for William Hartman. And, I mean, I'm looking at this here, Charles. That was William Hartman's first and only lap. So if he ran that on his first lap, wow, that's amazing. We'll see what Chris and Jeff Martin have in store for him next.
Yeah, first lap's definitely going to be the fastest. I think anybody that has improved in their second lap maybe messed up a little bit on their first lap and didn't get it all.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. See what happens with Chris Emmerd here as he gets ready to start his qualifying run as he's getting ready to come around turn 4 here. And there Chris Emmerd's getting the green flag, so his qualifying run has started. And on Chris Emmerd's first lap, he's only 13th quickest. Ooh. If he can improve that any, coming here on his final lap. Jeff Martin comes across the board, 6th quickest on his first out lap here, or first lap, I should say. We'll see what he can do on his second lap as we're watching Chris Emmerd here come around the track. He's in turn 4 now. He's coming to the checkered flag for his run. What can he get? And 2nd quickest. So we've got him. We'll see what Jeff Martin can do now as he has the final truck to qualify. Coming across the line here. 2nd quickest, so he'll drop Chris Emmerd down to 3rd, but your pole sitter will be William Hartman. Wow, what a fast truck that is.
And we had a total of 7 drivers break into the 29-second bracket.
Yes, we did. Wow, some fast lap times. Well, folks, we hope you so far enjoyed qualifying, but we'll get this race started here momentarily as they only have a minute left in qualifying, but qualifying has finished, so this would be a perfect time to go grab your snacks and something to drink and get ready to watch this amazing race with these guys over here at the SSCA Michelangelo's Painting Truck Series tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway on iRacing. Don't forget to check out sscaracing.com for all of your needs over there to learn the schedule for each series that they run and the points. Also, don't forget to check out MaxSpeedTV.com for MaxSpeedTV's TV schedule for their broadcasts. We have a broadcast almost every night of the week, so don't forget to check out MaxSpeedTV.com, and also don't forget to check out Michelangelo's Painting Facebook page. All right, folks, we're just a few seconds away from getting down to the grid here, so let's get you up to speed here, and we're going to get down to your starting grid tonight for the Michelangelo's Truck Series. All right, starting on the pole position with a blistering qualifying time of 29.914. Congratulations to William Hartman. He'll start on the pole position. Starting shotgun on the outside of him there is Jeff Martin in second position. Chris Simmerd will start third. Chris Scala will start fourth. Kevin Fetty will start fifth. Adam Eisenhower will start sixth. Sean Kalis seventh. Vernon Markheim eighth. Judd Danielson ninth. And starting in 10th will be Kyle Snodgrass. David Gadeforth will start 11th. Ralph Vorst will start 12th. Joe Johnson will start 13th. Gary Weston in 14th. Lee Staples in 15th. Steve Seegers will start 16th. Russ Coe in 17th. Ray Richer will start 18th. Jason Eisenhower in 19th. Mark McFadden 20th. Starting 21st tonight, we have Samuel Doughty. I hope I'm saying that right. Robert McFarland will start 22nd, and Mike Donahue will start 23rd. He is the last one to take a qualifying time. The first one to not take a qualifying time is David Gervais. He will start 24th. Starting in 25th will be Justin Anderson, and Daniel Jackson will start 26th. So a good group of drivers here tonight for the race at Texas Motor Speedway. This is round number 8 for the SSCA Michelangelo's Painting Truck Series. And as we talked about earlier there while qualifying was going on, circle that 67 truck there starting the pole position. He was the winner in the last 2 mile-and-a-half races, and that was also the last 2 previous races. It was mile-and-a-halves back-to-back, but it's 3 mile-and-a-halves back-to-back-to-back. And can William Hartman win 3 in a row? We'll see. Before that, though, before we get the win at Charlotte, it was all different drivers for each of the races that had been ran. So we'll see if anybody can break that streak tonight or if he can keep it going. If it's your first time here to MaxSpeed TV, or if you're liking this coverage tonight, please do hit that like and subscribe button. These drivers only get 1 pace lap behind the pace car for the initial race start here at Texas. Most short tracks, though, it's 2. So we're only going to get the 1 here tonight. So just as soon as they come off turn 4 of that pace car, we'll dive in and we'll have this race under green flag conditions, as it will be stage racing, of course, as SSCA does over here, which first stage will be 33, second stage 33, and the final stage 66 laps to the finish. So it should be a very good mile-and-a-half race here tonight at Texas. All right, pace car heads into pit road.
Green, green, green.
And there's the green flag. We're underway here for round number 8 for the Michelangelo's Painting Truck Series here for SSCA. Their green flag here tonight at Texas. Chris Scala with a strong run already on Chris Simmerd here on the high side. We'll see if it works out for him here as they come off turn 2. I think right now, though, that low lane's going to be more dominant than that high lane. They'll have to get it rubbered in a little bit more before I think they can be able to do anything up there.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely tell that already. That bottom line's where you want to be, but I do think they'll be able to get that top lane going.
I think they will. Well, William Hartman already out to a demanding lead here, and it's only lap number 2.
From what I'm seeing, it looks like we already got some damage on the 36 car of Jason Eisenhower.
Well, let's go back here and take a look at the 36 truck of Jason Eisenhower. He started 19th, and he's back in 22nd, so he has lost a few positions from the initial race start. And take a look at the truck right now.
Yeah, coming out of 2, he got into the wall.
Yeah,
it looks exactly like he did in qualifying.
Oh, ouch. Yep, he does have damage on that right front and the right side of that number 36 Chevrolet. So, man, tough break for Jason. Looks like a rough start to his night here at Texas. But back up front, I do see that Chris Scala made it into 3rd position. Kevin Fetty made it into 4th, and Chris Simmerd back to 5th. Oh, now he's back to 6th as Adam Eisenhower passes him here at the start-finish line. We've seen Chris Simmerd do this before, so I think it's just by design. You know, the race starts here in the past 2.5 races. He's done this before, and it seems to have worked for him. He has gotten back up into the top 3 usually, so I think this is probably a great strategy that he always has here for these 1.5 tracks so far. Ooh, he hit the wall right there a little bit. It looked like he scraped the wall coming off turn 4. I think I might want to go back and see that. He didn't scrape it, but he was just an inch away. Wow. Close for Chris Simmerd there, but good job keeping it off the wall. He's back to 7th now as Judd Danielson passes him. Wow, he's going to fall into the clutches of Vernon Markheim here shortly.
Yeah, I'm looking back, it's pretty much single file almost all the way around the track. You have to go back all the way to the fight for 21st.
Wow.
So you can find some, cars battling, and it's pretty much just single file. They might be just saving their tires, not push right now. Save your tires until the end of the stage.
Yeah, that's really probably the best thing to do. I see Daniel Jackson and Sean Kalist and Robert McFarland and Russ Coe all back here battling. So way in the back we got some battles going on, but most of the mid part of the pack and up front, they're just taking it easy right now. Wow, man, look at that right there on Daniel Jackson. Wow, that was a little bit of a hiccup there. He about got into Russ Coe. Russ Coe did a great job keeping it off that 84 truck. He had to go way up the racetrack, though, and he's going to lose a ton of positions now.
Yeah, I'm looking at Chris Simmerd. He's trying to get that top lane going, trying to get around Judd Danielson for 6th, but it's just not working. And now he's starting to get a little bit of heat from Vernon Markheim on him.
Yeah, I figured that he would here eventually. The way it looks like that truck's going right now, I figured Vernon would be starting to put some heat on him and catching up to him here, and that's exactly what's happened. So we'll have to wait and see here. Here goes. Well, never mind. Vernon Markheim's diving that low now, trying to get around him here through turns 1 and 2. Question is, can he do it coming off turn 2? I don't think he's going to have enough power to get around him here, but Vernon's going to keep it down there and trot through 3 and 4 here as they come off the back straightaway, and he's really trying it hard. Chris Simmerd trying his best, though, to keep out in front of Vernon Markheim and stay in 7th position. But wow, this is just some amazing racing right here between these two and even Judd Danielson as we see Chris Simmer trying to get back around him as well. So good little battle here for 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah, for Chris, it looks like the high lane is working through 3 and 4, but it's not working as well through 1 and 2. But as you see right there, he just made a run. He's there beside him. Judd got loose a little bit. Now he'll take the position.
Yeah, that cost Judd a little bit there. Man, you kind of seen Chris Simmer come down a little bit on him. Maybe Judd come up a little bit. Kind of hard to tell, though, but just a lot of great racing here. And it would have been a racing incident there. But, wow, that Judd getting loose there, that cost him that position. And he gathered it back up fairly quickly, though, so that's a good thing. So he didn't lose that position also to Vernon Margheim.
And we got a battle for second. Chris Scala had it for a few minutes there, but Jeff Martin comes back strong on the outside and keeps second.
Yeah, that was a close call right there by Jeff Martin, diving it right in there to close the door on Chris Scala. That time coming off the backstretch, diving into turn 3. Oh, Jeff Martin hits the wall hard coming off turn 4, takes a ride through the infield grass.
Yep, and he'll come into the pits and come straight to his pit stall.
Yeah, but that's going to be an unsafe hit entrance penalty there. But
yes, it will. I just noticed
we
we have one truck in the pits right now. It's Ralph Vorst. I don't see any damage, but he's sitting on pit road. He's been on pit road for let's see.
I think maybe a lap and a half. Maybe I think he might have went a lap down before he hit pit road. But and he just I thought he was taking it behind the wall there. He blinked out a little bit, but come back.
Yeah, he's been on pit road for about 2 minutes now, so don't know.
Yeah,
something's going on there.
Yeah, something amiss with the 66 truck of Ralph Vorst. He is 2 laps down, about to be 3 here in a second. Yeah, there he goes. He's 3 laps down now as William Hartman passes
we got
the
another
finish
crash.
line. Uh-oh.
Who was that? For some reason, it didn't let me go to that car.
Oh, we got a group of trucks back here in the back getting all... I think that was Mark McFadden.
It was Sam Doughty.
Sam Doughty? Oh.
Samuel Doughty, yeah.
Yeah, Samuel. Oh, and he's got a blown motor. It's smoking bad. I'm going to try to rewind this back and take a look at what happened to Samuel here. I want to say it was contact between...
24.
Yeah.
Very slight, but just enough.
Yeah, very slight. Ooh, wow. 24 truck looked like he was getting loose coming off turn 2 there, and he had absolutely nowhere to go, but sadly started spinning up into the 066 of Samuel. But ouch, in the 24 truck, it's David Gervais. Something happened to Mark McFadden in this aftermath here, too, because he was down the apron, and he's got a little bit of damage. Let's see. Oh!
Same with K-List. He's got some damage, too, to the front end. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, I see what happened here. Those guys saw that wreck happening because they were behind it, and we seen that Robert McFarland started moving low, but Mark McFadden just shot his truck down the track really fast and hard. Got into Robert McFarland a little bit, and when he got into Robert, that shot him back up the racetrack into Sean Kalis, and that's what gave those guys that amount of damage. So, ouch. 2 incidents happening at different points of the track here because one incident happened trying to avoid the incident between the 066 and the 24. So, man,
and also no caution. So
yeah, no caution.
That makes it even worse because
that does.
At least if you get a caution, you might be able to stay on the lead lap But with with this, you're bound to go a lap down.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. I mean, that's just a tough break for these guys having that happen. I mean, right now you see Samuel sitting in the pits there. He's 2 laps down now, sadly. Russ Coe's the last truck on the lead lap here in 23rd position. I was reading his qualifying position. But 23rd position is Russ Coe, last truck on the track. We got Mark McFadden, second to last truck on the racetrack in 22nd. David Gervais is running 21st. He was involved in that incident. Sean Kalis is running 20th. He's got the most amount of damage from that incident. I mean, because we look back at it, trucks 24 and 066 hardly got any damage. But the sad thing is that the guys behind them were Sean Kalis and Mark McFadden and Robert McFarland, and those guys got more damage than the initial wreck trying to miss it. So, man, that's just a tough break. But Robert McFarland actually bounced back from that and picked up a couple positions, even though he has a slight bit of damage. I shouldn't say couple because he only picked up 1. So,
there's a good battle right now going for 10th spot between David Gainforth and Who's that? Steve Seegers.
Yeah.
Steve Seegers will take that, and
Yes, he will. And in front of these guys, they got the 64 truck of Lee Staples. He's trying to battle the 18 truck of Joe Johnson right now, and he's trying to get around him for 8th position. But, man, Joe just keeping pressure on Lee right now. Oh, but Lee's coming back. He's putting the pressure back on Joe Johnson now. He's like, I don't like that idea. You're putting the pressure on me. I'm going to give it right back to you. Wow, I think that's going to work in his advantage, and he's going to get around Joe Johnson, and I think Steve Seegars is going to follow in Lee Staples' tire tracks here, you could say.
yeah, he's going to try to.
Not really quite working out for those two on the bottom right now. I mean, that's trucks together down there, but wow, that one truck on the high side is really keeping it going here, Joe Johnson. Now Lee Staples finally cleared him, but now Joe's got to try to hold off Steve Seegers.
I think Steve got in the apron a little bit, bounced up a little bit. He had to let off.
He did, yeah, he did indeed. Now we check back at David Gainforth. He's in 11th position. Man, he's got some what's going on back here with Gary West? It looked like he flipped the apron a little bit and started shooting up the racetrack towards Mike Donahue.
Yeah, he lost a lot of momentum.
Yeah, that's not what Gary Weston needed right there, but he'd done an excellent job keeping it off of Mike Donahue's truck. We could tell that his truck was just headed straight for Mike's.
And luckily for him, he didn't lose any positions. He just got passed by a lap-down car of Jeff Martin.
Yeah. Well, Mike Donahue makes the pass on David Gainforth and move into 11th and put David back to 12th. We'll see what happens to that. Right now, it looks like Mike Donahue is the biggest mover out here so far, starting from 23rd position, coming up to 11th. Well, back up front, folks, to your race leader, William Hartman. Man, he's just checked out again like he has in the previous two mile and a half races. He's got a 4-second lead over second place Chris Scala. Wow, and he picked up a little bit on that last lap there, too. As I was mentioning that, he's now up to 4.5-second lead.
Yeah, and he's already coming up to lap traffic. He's just about a half straightaway away from Russ Coe.
Yeah, Russ Coe currently the last truck on the lead lap. And if William Hartman's not too far away from him, that'll make Sean Kalis the last truck on the lead lap here shortly.
Yeah, and he's got a damaged car, so it won't be too long after that William will catch him and put him a lap down.
Yeah, and then the last truck on the lead lap will be Mark McFadden. I think he's got a little bit of damage too, but he doesn't have as much as Sean Kalis has, so it might be a little bit harder for William to catch up to Mark McFadden. But they're getting ready to close up here on the stage 1 finish. It's only a few laps away, so I think William Hartman may only be able to catch up to Russ Coe.
Yeah, you're probably right. Which I'm sure that's what Russ Coe is hoping, because he'll at least be the lucky dog. I think Russ Coe just got in the wall.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. Ouch. That's going to be a bummer right there, because, I mean, he could have had at least a little bit of a chance to hold off William Hartman, but him getting in the wall just denies that ability right there, and he's going to get past him.
He might not have gotten into it. I'm looking back
I thought I saw some sparks. Maybe he didn't, though.
I thought I saw car damage, but I went back and rewatched it. It didn't look like he hit it.
This time by, folks, here we come to 3 laps to go in stage 1.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Alright, and here we have first caution in the first stage, and it looks like William Hartman will be the winner.
Yes, indeed. So once they get settled down here and get their pit stop cycle finished through, we'll get a chat in with your stage 1 winner, William Hartman. And I tell you one thing, Charles, looking at this right here, him winning stage 1 in this race, he got every single stage in the previous race at Charlotte, and he won stage 2 back at Kansas and got the win there. And he looks like he's just got a very good mile-and-a-half package.
Yeah, it's been a long time since somebody else has won a stage here.
It has, yeah. The last person to win a stage was Judd Danielson back at Kansas. He won stage 1. But we also got to remember, too, that William Hartman, back in that controversial finish race at Dover between Chris Scala and Chris Simmerd, William Hartman won both the first and second stage in that. So, yeah, he's got a lot of stage wins racked up here.
Oh, and somebody missed their pit box. I think it was Chris Simmerd.
Uh-oh.
I think, looks like Daniel Jackson, Justin, or hold on, my thing's kind of moving around. Daniel Jackson stayed out, I do believe. Might just be getting that lap led, and he might come in this lap.
Alright, well, they got their stop cycle cycled through here, so let's get a word in with your stage 1 winner, William Hartman. William Hartman, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, William, you are the man to be beat out here tonight. I tell you, you won the past 2 races, and you got a stage win at Kansas, and you got the whole entire show a couple weeks ago at Charlotte, and you come out here tonight at this mile-and-a-half track and get yourself another stage win. And you have what seems to be one of the best mile-and-a-half packages out here. Tell us about what this means again to rack up another stage win.
Yeah, really happy with the way the start of the race went for us. We got a good qualifying effort for once, so that was good. Yeah, first stage went about as well as we could hope. So we're just going to try and keep things clean and green for the rest of the race, and hopefully we can end it on a good note.
All right, William. Well, thanks for talking with us here, and good luck in the rest of the race tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, there you go, folks. You heard from your Stage 1 winner, William Hartman. And I tell you, he's one tough customer out here tonight. Again, I tell you, got one fast machine.
And for some reason, I don't know why, but Daniel Jackson was given an EOL.
Must have been something the officials did not like on that truck. So, interesting. So that will give the lead back up to William Hartman as we'll get this race restarted after Stage 1 finish.
Right over the radio, I heard that actually he requested the EOL.
Oh, well, okay, that's even more interesting. Okay, then. Didn't really seem having any internet connectivity issues, so that means it could be a computer issue or maybe an iRacing or maybe a hardware issue like a steering wheel or something maybe has an issue, or who knows, he could have just wanted it start from the back, but we'll see here as they get ready to get back underway here at Texas for round 8 of their season here in the trucks. And this has been a fun race so far here. William Hartman's dominated the first stage. We'll see what he has in store for him here in the second stage as the pace car heads back into pit road. There's the green flag. We're back underway here at Texas Motor Speedway here on iRacing.com for the SSCA Michelangelo's Painting Truck Series here on MaxSpeedTV.
Yeah, that outside lane just got caught sleeping completely on that one.
They did, yeah, you could notice that right there. Kevin Petty was on the high side up there, and wow, just got caught sleeping, like you said there, Charles. That was just a tough blow to, kind of take there on that. Like, wow, what did I do wrong there? Like, why was I sleeping, on that restart? And that just, wow, showed in William Hartman, just, wow, amazing restart for him again. Here as he's restarted these previous races amazingly too well, and I mean right now he's already got another great lead going here to test his abilities that he's had here tonight as well. I mean just amazing driving ability out there by William Hartman tonight.
Look who's in second now. It's Vernon Markham. I'm looking back at the last pit stop. As far as the entire pit lane, he was a second faster than everybody, so he got in through the pit lane and into his pits a lot faster than anybody else.
Wow, yeah, and that shows you right there. That helped him pick up a great amount of track position as he's now running in second. But I also want to circle another driver right now and put him in our spotlight. That's Mike Donahue. He started 23rd, and he's up in the top 10 now in 6th position.
Yeah, he's kind of been known to do that usually. He, doesn't qualify too well, and he comes up through the field.
Yeah, I've even seen him not qualify at all and come up through the field, so we know that Mike Donahue has the ability to be fast, and I think that's really what he likes to do. He likes to give himself a challenge, start behind everybody, see what he can do, see what everybody else is going to do, kind of learn from that and go, all right, I know I can drive around this guy.
Oh, we got a 64 in the wall.
Uh-oh, yes we do, the 64 truck of Lee Staples. Let's go back and take a look at this and see what happened.
Yeah, it looked like the 26 had a run and dove it in on him, and he kind of just reacted and went up a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of looks like, I see what happened here. Steve Seegers dove it in hard on him, but Steve Seegers hit the apron and bounced up the track a little bit. I think that scared Lee Staples, and he didn't really kind of react to that in the way he was hoping to, and that got his truck sent toward the wall, so ouch.
That, or there could have even been some net coding.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, Netflixing?
Whatever that is.
This isn't Netflix here. This is iRacing, YouTube, MaxSpeedTV. No, we're just, Back up front here, though, William Hartman to a great commanding lead here. Again, wow, 1.7 second lead, probably 2 seconds now over Judd Danielson in second place. And I see that Vernon Markheim did get passed by Judd, and Judd's in second now. And it looks like Kevin Fetty's getting around Vernon
too.
Yeah. Adam
I think Adam's
Eisenhower
going to try to make a run on him too.
Yeah. So Vernon Markheim going back fast.
Oh, Kevin Fetty up the track a little bit, and Vernon Markheim's going to get a run on him, and I don't think he's quite cleared him yet, though.
Yeah. Well, folks, if you're just joining us here on MaxSpeedTV to kind of get you up to speed here a little bit, William Hartman won stage 1, and he's out to another demanding lead. He just, blew these guys out of the water in stage 1 and dominated it. And he is your pole sitter tonight. Stages are 33, 33, 66. So it means on lap 66 here will be the end of stage 2. And we've had a little bit of some up and downs here tonight with a few drivers getting into some scuffles and a bit of issues here, but they never brought out any cautions. Now, the caution laps before... Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
he really took that close trying to lap the 066 car, Sam Doughty.
Yes, he did. Really did. But we know that the caution laps for the stage finishes are counted, but I really don't count those as a caution because nobody crashed. So in order to say that, this race technically has been caution free. So
ooh, oh, that's that lap car on 06. Looks like he got in the wall again, trying to let some lead lap cars go by. Nope, he didn't. He said Vernon saves it. He got tapped in the rear end by, I think it was Adam Eisenhower, not too sure. Got him sideways, but he was able to save it.
go back and check this out. Right on board with Adam Eisenhower here and see what happened. I see Adams behind Vernon here. Oh, yeah, just got a tap on him there. Got him tapped the 33 truck in the rear end. That got him loose. But Vernon Markheim did an excellent job saving that truck from getting any looser and kept it out of trouble. But, man, he's going to lose a few positions on that now. And, again, no caution. Wow, back up front here, folks. William Hartman checking out again here in stage 2. He's got a 4-second lead over second place Judd Danielson.
Ooh, Adam Eisenhower's battling with Judd Danielson for second. He's up on that high line trying to get around him.
Yes, he is. Wow, look at this battle here going on. Judd Danielson and Adam Eisenhower. Chris Simbard's in this battle here, too. He's looking to get in on it, and so's Kevin Fetty. Now they're kind of dispersing back out now, and they're just kind of taking it easy now, getting back into a single file line formation here. You can see Mike Donahue back here. He was looking to pass Vernon Margheim, but he's like, nah, I'm just going to wait a little bit and let it play through here and see what I can do in a couple more laps. We got Steve Seegers back here in 8th position, Chris Scala in 9th, and Joe Johnson rounds out your top 10.
Yeah, we're already getting close to the end of stage 2 here. I mean, they're really clicking these laps off.
Yes, they are. Yeah, coming around this time by, be 10 laps to go here in stage 2. That's what happens when you're caution free. You click the laps down.
Whoa, see, who was that? It's the 84 of Daniel Jackson. He's a few laps down. He has fresher tires, and he came up on the back of these bunch of group cars here, you know, from about 3rd on back to 9th. He came up on them fast and had nowhere to go.
Wow. Yeah, that's something that can, happen though in racing. These guys out here in older tires, if you get somebody who pits and gets fresher tires, they're always faster no matter what position they're in. And just looking at it here, William Hartman, wow, commanding lead here, 6.5 seconds over second place Adam Eisenhower. Adam has about half a second lead over Kevin Fetty, a little bit more than that. Not too far back between Kevin Fetty and Chris Simbard, though. Those two are really close together. And we got about a half a second lead back to Vernon Margheim, and then he's got a whole group of trucks behind him here. He's got Judd Danielson, Mike Donahue, Chris Scala. So, I mean, really the pack of trucks is from 5th back. All right, we're looking at William Hartman's truck here, the number 67 truck. He's going down the back straightaway right now, coming into turns 3 and 4. And this time by, he'll be taking the white flag for stage 2. I want to circle the 70 truck, though, Mike Donahue. I think something's brewing there. He's started 23rd, and he's now up to 6th position. I think it's the highest he's been all night. If he can get into that top 5, he might have something cooking for these guys up here.
Ooh, she's speaking of him and Chris Scala look like they almost made contact, but they were able to.
Yeah, and your stage 2 winner will be William Hartman, so he will get stages 1 and 2. So, wow, playing in the same way that it did a couple weeks ago back at Charlotte. Question is,
right, man,
can he get the
caution
whole
is out.
sweep like he did a couple weeks ago as well? We'll let him get through their pit stop cycles here, and we'll have to ask William Hartman that question.
Oh, when William Hartman messed up getting into his pit box, he went too far forward,
yes,
then
he
too far
did.
back, and he's just now getting set into his box.
Oh, no, that is terrible. Oh, that means he's going to get beat off pit road here. He's going to lose a lot of positions on pit road.
Yeah, he is. Luckily, he's fast, and he's probably going to be able to get right back in front of these guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's get a word in with him here. All right, we've come up to your stage 2 winner, William Hartman. Do you have a copy, William?
Yes, I got a copy.
Well, we just seen what transpired there on pit road. Tell us about it.
Yeah, that was a whole lot of driver error right there. But that's all right. We'll deal with it, and we'll bounce back here in this last stage. We got plenty of time to get back up to the front, so we'll look to do that.
Yeah, you sure do, and I think you've got a fast race truck to do it as well. Well, William, you've done it again, basically, per se. You got both stage 1 and 2 last a couple weeks. I don't keep saying last. A couple weeks ago at Charlotte, and you've done it again here at Texas. Similar track similarities, kind of similar. What's your, thoughts with that, being said? I'm pretty sure. What's your game plan going forward here to try to get, your 3rd straight win here?
Yeah, we're just going to play the rest of the race like we played the first half. Just be patient. Wait for those tires to fall off and try and pick guys off one at a time. So I think that we'll be all right here. I know we're going to have at least one more set of pit stops. Hopefully we can make up some track position before then and then set ourselves up for a dash to the finish.
Awesome. Well, you talked about tire fall off. Kind of give us a glimpse on that. You've got 2 stages under your belt here now, getting ready to go into the 3rd and final stage. What's that tire fall off feel like?
Oh, it's pretty significant here. Definitely falling off a ton towards the end of the run. And I think you can make up a ton of time, utilizing that fall off and trying to manage your tires early in the run. So we'll look to do that and still try and make up some positions here.
All right, William. Well, thanks for talking with us here, and congratulations on winning stages 1 and 2. Good luck in the final stage.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, folks, there you heard from your Stage 1 and 2 winner and what his thoughts are on the race so far tonight as we are past the halfway point here now. Less than 66 laps to go as we're on lap 70, and these guys are getting ready to double file back up and get back racing here. If you're just joining us here, folks, William Hartman is your Stage 1 and 2 winner. We're getting ready to start the third stage here. It's been a caution-free race so far, not counting the stage finish cautions. So, yeah, been a pretty fast-forward, fast-paced race. I mean, they've only been in the race for a total duration of 45 minutes, so that's really great to see them getting to that. Well, they got to the halfway point before, I think it's around 40 minutes probably. I mean, you know, that's just great fast-paced racing, and we're getting ready to get these guys back green flag, but we did see our leader, William Hartman, have a small mistake on pit road. It cost him some positions. And we've got Adam Eisenhower now getting ready to lead these drivers back to the green flag here as we get ready to start Stage 3. Get them going this time, Charles.
All right, 10-4. Alright, there goes the pace car dropping down in the pit lane.
Green flag.
Green flag. We're back underway for these SSCA Michelangelo's painting trucks here at Texas.
We have a new thing. We have a pace car now.
Yeah.
All right, man. Caution.
Oh, we
is
got a
out.
caution.
Big crash.
It's our first caution of the night here.
Jason Eisenhower is involved.
Yeah, we got Judd Danielson involved too. There comes the pace car back on the track now, and we'll take a look
Judd
back.
Danielson's involved. Looks like there were 3 wide, and the 36 and the double zero made contact, and it turned him right into Judd Danielson.
Yeah, it's Jason Eisenhower and Robert McFarland. We'll see what happened here. We see Mike Donahue kind of wanting to go, but the drivers in front of him kind of checked up there on that start. And I think that might have been what started it. Yeah. I'm seeing here that Mike Donahue kind of caused the checkup for Judd Danielson because Mike Donahue tried to get going but couldn't, so he's kind of slammed on the brakes a little bit. Judd Danielson didn't know what to do there, kind of, misinterpreted that and reacted to it. And when that happened, he kind of pinched up Robert McFarland there a little bit, and that got Robert into the 36 of Jason Eisenhower, and those 3 got collected. So, ouch. Man, tough restart for those guys. So that'll put us under our first caution of the evening here at Texas Motor Speedway. We'll be back after the short break. Welcome back, race fans, here to MaxSpeedTV, as we are under our first caution tonight here for the SSCA Michelangelo's Painting Truck Series. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Charles, it's been a very fantastic race so far, and this first caution actually kind of caught me by surprise. I actually wasn't to expect seeing one here since we didn't have any at all through the first two stages.
Yeah, but you know the old saying, cautions breed cautions, and that's pretty much what that was. You know, everybody's really close, and one person messes up, and it can cause a pileup.
Exactly, yep. So that will be our first caution for an incident here, as I will say, because the other two were for only a stage finish. But we'll have Adam Eisenhower restarting this race on the top spot. He's got Kevin Fetty starting on the outside of him. Vernon Markheim will restart third. Chris Scala will restart fourth, and restarting fifth will be Steve Seegers. All right, pace car heads back into pit road.
Green flag, green flag.
And there's a green flag. We're back underway here for the SSCA Michelangelo's Painting Truck Series here at Texas. Good restart there for the 86 truck of Adam Eisenhower. He will now get a little bit of a good lead on Vernon Markheim, as Vernon Markheim's trying to hold off Kevin Fetty on the high side. Kevin Fetty trying to take over second place. Here comes Chris Scala looking to take the place away from Kevin Fetty, moving to third. Looked like Chris Scala's truck got a little loose there, but it's okay.
William Hartman trying to get around the 18 and just tapped him a little, sent him up. But Joe was lucky to not hit the wall, though.
Wow. Yeah, back looking at that. Ouch. That's a tough break for Joe Johnson and William Hartman there. William Hartman will get around him, though, and it looks like the 24 truck of David Gervais will get around Joe Johnson, and the 27 of Chris Simmerd will get around him, as well as the 101 of David Gainforth will try to get around him, too. But I'm noticing something here, Charles. Chris Simmerd, your point leader coming into tonight. He started third. He kind of didn't have a good, restart there on that, stage 2 end, and he's kind of got himself mired back in traffic here. He's right now currently sitting in 9th place. We're trying to get 8th from David Gervais here. He did get 8th from David there. But this isn't the Chris Simmerd that we're used to seeing here in these past, few races. He's really had a struggling night here tonight at Texas.
Yeah, you're right. Usually he's up there. He's not quite as fast as we're used to seeing.
All right, since we are past the halfway point here, let's kind of give you a rundown where everybody is here tonight. All right, Adam Eisenhower is currently your race leader. He started 6th. Vernon Markheim's in 2nd. He started 8th. Chris Scala's running 3rd. He started 4th. Steve Seegers is running 4th. He started 16th. Kevin Fetty is in 5th. He started 5th. William Hartman, your pole sitter, he's running 6th. Chris Simmerd is running 7th. He started 3rd. David Gervais is running 8th. He started 24th. So he's currently the biggest mover out there right now. David Gainforth is running in 9th. He started 11th. Joe Johnson is running in 10th. He started 13th. Kyle Snodgrass is running 11th. He started 10th. Gary Weston is running 12th. He started 14th. Ray Richards running in 13th. He started 18th. Mike Donahue was up in the almost top 5 there for a while, but now he finds himself mired back in traffic. He's in 14th position. He started 23rd. Justin Anderson is in 15th position. He started 25th. Chud Danielson is running in 16th position. He started 9th. We've seen him getting that incident there on the restart of for the restart from the second stage, and now he's got himself sadly mired back in traffic after that incident transpired. Lee Staples had a great run going tonight too. He kind of hit the wall there later on there in stage 2, and he hasn't got his truck back into shape yet. He's currently running in 17th. He started 15th. Mark McFadden is running 18th. He started 20th. Russ Coe running 19th, started 17th. Sean Kalis running 20th. He started in 7th, and he is the last truck on the lead lap. Now, Robert McFarland's running in 21st, 1 lap down. He started 22nd. Daniel Jackson is running in 22nd. He started 26th. He's 2 laps down. And is Jeff Martin back out on track now? Yes, he is. He started second place. He's running in 23rd, 4 laps down. Jason Eisenhower is currently scored in 24th, but he is setting on pit road. He is 7 laps down. He started 19th. Samuel Doughty, I believe he took his truck behind the wall, so he's no longer in this race, sadly. And Ralph Vorst did the same thing. So 2 drivers are out, Samuel Doughty and Ralph Vorst. And we got somebody following positions here. I seen a truck change position. I think it was it Judd Danielson? Or I believe it was Judd Danielson or Justin Anderson, one of the two there. They lost a few positions. Back up front, though, we got Adam Eisenhower, your race leader. He's got a 1-second lead over second place Chris Scala. William Hartman, had that bad pit stop there after that, second stage, and that got him mired back in traffic, and he's still running in 6th position, but he's got a fast race truck, so we're waiting to see him get back up to the front here. But as we're waiting that, we got Adam Eisenhower out front right now. Chris Scala's running second. Adam Eisenhower is kind of running away with it a little bit. Chris Scala is trying to hold off Steve Seegers, and Steve Seegers is trying to hold off Kevin Fetty. Kevin Fetty's got a little bit of a distance between him and Vernon Markheim, as we see William Hartman did get around Vernon Markheim there, so William moves back into the top 5, and we got Chris Simmerd behind Vernon here. He's trying to get around him for 6th position, because we usually see Chris Simmerd running up toward the front of the pack, but he isn't tonight, sadly. He is trying to get into the top 5 at least. That is where he started. He started 3rd, so he did start in the top 5. So he's trying to get back up there. And David Gervais right now is our biggest mover out here, starting in 24th, and he's running at 8th, trying to get around Vernon Markheim as Chris Simmerd gets around him now and takes 6th position. Well, so far right now, folks, everybody's just kind of spread out. I'm not really seeing any battle. Well, here's a battle back here now. I see Joe Johnson, Gary Weston, and Mike Donahue battling for position. That's for 10th, and that's a pretty good battle there between those 3 trucks.
Yeah, for me right now, I'm keeping an eye on William Hartman. He is right behind Steve Seegers. He's trying to get around him. He's just...
Yeah.
I think his truck works best in the bottom, and that's where Steve keeps going. So he's really having a tough time getting around him.
He really is. I mean, you can also kind of circle the 27 truck of Chris Simmerd back here, as you can see that he's trying to keep tabs on these guys, and he's not trying to let William Hartman out of his sights, because he knows once he does and William gets back up to the front, he's gone and he's checked out. But I think if Chris maybe can try to stick with him and maybe follow his line, he might be able to stick with him if he gets out front, maybe help pull Chris to 2nd place. But we see William Hartman now getting around Steve Seegers, and he will get in front of him here. So now that just makes more work for Chris to try to follow William.
Yeah, he was able to get underneath Steve there, and he's going to make the pass. I don't think he's quite cleared him, but I think he will.
Yeah, I think we're seeing Steve, understanding that Chris Simmerd's truck is just a tad bit faster than what his truck is, but I think he might have just let him go, knowing that he's trying to race the fast truck out here tonight, William Hartman. Well, this point in the race here, this is where William Hartman hasn't led any laps. He led all the laps in Stage 1 and all the laps in Stage 2, so I mean, right now he's got the most laps led, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, nobody can attest to that unless somebody here leads the whole entire last stage here for to the checkered flag. But yeah, right now William Hartman does have the most laps led, so that's going to be a bonus point for him there, and he got his stage bonus points. So I mean, William Hartman's looking good in the point spread, but Chris Simard's still your point leader. So I mean, the question is, I mean, you know, Chris Simard only has, I think, one win, but he's had a lot of great, you know, stage wins and you know, a lot of great top 5, top 3 finishes. So I mean, that's also helped him keep that points lead as well. But the question is, with William Hartman having 2 back-to-back wins now and getting all of these stage wins, he's got to be getting up there pretty close to being able to start. I mean, because coming into tonight's race, he was only in the top 10 by hardly too much. I mean, he was in 10th. So, I mean, you got to see, you know, with that being said, the caliber of driving he's had, you know, tonight and the past, you know, 2 races, you'd think he'd be up there a little higher than what he is.
Yeah, well, technically William's second. I mean, you go by the wins in this chase format.
True.
He's got 2 wins. He's first.
Yeah.
And just like that, he's caught up to the back of second place Chris Scott. He's going to look to make a pass on him. He's got plenty of time left. There's still going to be one more pit stop.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to watch out for here, but we know it's probably coming up here shortly. And, wow, I'd tell you right now, Charles, as you mentioned it, him catching up to Chris Scala, we knew he had that fast truck to get a reprieve here and battle back from that incident he had on pit road, and he's doing a fine job of it right now. And we saw right there Chris Scala trying his best to hold off William Hartman, but just not enough. William will get around him and move into second position.
Yep, now he's just a second behind of Adam Eisenhower, and let's see how long it takes for him to run him down.
Yep. I don't think very long.
Yeah, it looks like we've had the first of our top 10 guys hit pit road. Kevin Fetty.
Yep.
We'll see if that will create an effect where everybody else will start coming in, because you know these guys are going to have them fresh tires. He's going to start clicking off fast lap times.
Yep. Sure will. And that's something these guys will have to keep an eye out on. They'll be like, well, Kevin Fetty's pitting. How much longer can I go and, you know, be in a safe margin here? And we'll see if these guys, you know, what they do. But right now, Adam Eisenhower staying out on track. So William Hartman, Chris Emmerd, Chris Scala, Steve Seegers, Vernon Markheim. Most of the top 10 stayed out here. But as we said, that, you know, Kevin Fetty was in the top 10. He come down pit road. I think I'm seeing maybe, was it Sean Kalis was on? Somebody else was on. No.
Joe Johnson was also on pit road, I do believe.
Yeah, but he's a lap down, so...
Well, he's a lap down because he pitted.
Okay, yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. I thought he was already a lap down, but excuse me, he did pit and went a lap down along with Kevin Fetty. So we've had 2 pit stops now. Who's next?
Yep, now Mike Donahue's hitting pit road.
Yep, Mike Donahue is coming down pit road here. So, yep, everybody starting to follow suit here. $130 laps remaining here at Texas. 130. 30 laps remaining here at Texas Motor Speedway now. I apologize for that little tongue twister there. Yeah, we started over, yeah. No, we didn't start over because William Hartman has been one fast truck tonight. He's really got those stage wins there, and that's just phenomenal. And he's really working hard right now to catch back up to Adam Eisenhower. But the question is, when will William have to pit? When will Adam have to pit? And that will really tell who will get back out in the lead here. We do have Chris Scala pitting now.
Markheim and Judd Danielson all just hit pit road.
Yep, Chris Scala's pointing at his pit box now. Oh, and he had to back up a tad bit. Ooh, ouch. We've seen that a little bit tonight. We know William Hartman did it. He got all bent out of shape. He had to back up, pull forward, back up, pull forward. But right there we've seen Chris Scala. He just had to back up a tad bit, and they started servicing the truck. So he just kind of overshot it.
That's even worse to have happen under a green flag. That's just, you're going to lose a lot of time doing that.
You are, yeah. Yeah, not what Chris Scala needed right there at all. Chris Scala did not need that to happen to him. Sadly, he did overshoot his pit box, so he will lose a little bit more than what everybody else did on pit road during this green flag stop. But Adam Eisenhower is still out front here. They're coming off turn 4. William Hartman trying to run him down. I know we're probably going to see William Hartman try to go as long as he can and try to get into the lead before he pits. But I just don't know. As much as everybody's been pitting now, I think it'd be best for these guys just to come in right where they are.
Yeah, to be honest, if I was William, I would pit right now.
The more he's out here with Adam Eisenhower, the more he's just putting himself in danger of possibly not getting the win after winning stages 1 and 2.
Chris Simmerd's hitting pit road now.
Yes, sir. Oh, something wrong with Russ Coast's truck. Wow, he was down on. Maybe he's trying to get some fuel in that tank area. He was kind of weaving back and forth on the back stretch there. He was down on the apron and come back up on the track, and he's going around the racetrack one more time here. I know he hasn't pitted yet because he's not a lap down. So there, Mark McFadden's on pit road now.
William Hartman just hit pit road too. So.
Yes, he did. Yeah, Adam Eisenhower didn't. Adam stayed out. Well, we've seen William Hartman try to, stay out with Adam, but just couldn't do it. He had to come down pit road. Eisenhower just out there a little bit better right now, and we'll see if Adam comes down pit road here next. Everybody else coming down there. We see Steve Seegers coming down. I think Kyle Snodgrass stayed out. Sean Kalis stayed out there. I believe Gary Weston did, and Justin Anderson as well. Yeah, so we'll see who's down here. Comes Adam. Yep, Adam Eisenhower now hitting pit road. I think Gary Weston's probably going to hit pit road here too, the way he's looking. Oh, he's coming back up on the racetrack in front of traffic there. Ow, what was that? Wow.
But he's still wrecking. Oh, he's coming back up.
He's wrecking. Oh, no, is that going to be a caution?
That is probably going to be a caution.
No caution?
Wait, no caution for real? Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure the admin and there's the caution. Yeah, but it wasn't an admin thrown caution. So, wow, this changes everything now. Yeah. Let's go back and take a look at this because I'm intrigued here to see what happened. At first, we seen the 14 truck of Gary Weston really getting bent out of shape there before he even got to turn 3. I really don't know what was going on there with that, but that's what caused this incident here. Let's see what happened. All right, we can see Gary Weston. We're going to ride along with him coming out of turn 2. We're going to go that far back just to kind of see what happened. Okay, so here's Gary Weston. He's coming out turn 2. He's going down the back straightaway okay. And then coming in turn 3, right before he gets to 3, he just dives it off to the apron going almost full speed. That tightens that truck up down there because it can't turn down there on that flat spot going full speed like that. and then he hits the brakes and spins out down near the inside wall and pushes the truck back up onto the racetrack and gets involved in the traffic. Here comes poor Robert McFarland with nowhere to go and has to hit him. Ouch. And he collected somebody else in that too. Who was that? Was that
Farland.
No, I said Robert McFarland.
Oh, did you?
Somebody
I'm
else
sorry.
there. Yeah, there's somebody else there. I'm trying to see who that was. That David Gainfort? Ooh, no, it wasn't David Gainfort. Oh, it was the 16 truck there of Justin Anderson. He got involved as well. So, ooh, man, but look at that. Sean Kalis going right through the middle right there. Full speed, full bore. Wow, I mean, I don't see how he even made it through that. Man, some amazing driving from Sean Kalis there, but man, that's what causes this caution. Something amiss on Gary Weston's truck, and he comes back up the racetrack. Gary Weston will indeed take his truck behind the wall. We've got Sean Kalis sitting on the racetrack.
Were we getting a red flag, I do believe?
I don't know. That could be. Yeah, because why are these guys just sitting here? I believe we've got our first admin-controlled red flag over here at SSCA. All the trucks have come to a stop.
That is because they were way out front of the pace car, I do believe.
Yeah, they were. I just see the pace car coming now. Yeah, I thought the pace car was already ahead of them, and I thought that was maybe a red flag condition. And I was like, I don't know how they're going to do that though with the pace car driving around the track, but they were waiting for the pace car.
I also want to mention all those guys that stayed out later. They're really far down. Look at the people that jumped out first. Kevin Fetty, he was one of the first to pit.
Yes.
He's up in front of those guys that stayed out longer.
Yeah, and he's going to come down pit road and get that truck topped off of fuel here. And I think if he hasn't used all the set of tires, I think he might put a better fresh set of tires on that truck now and get that truck ready for this final, leg of the race here. Oh, we got some action on pit road here behind Kevin Fetty. Talking about him there. Looks like Vernon Markham got in the back of the 80 truck there. The 80 truck, that is Kyle Snodgrass. A little bit of a checkup there.
Yeah, and then Kyle went and missed his pit box a little bit. Had to back up.
Yeah. Oh, we got Chris Scala taking his truck behind the wall. What happened there?
I don't think it's just he had to leave.
Yeah, I do see now that he did mention in the iRacing text chat here that he had to go early. So, man, tough break for Chris Scala. He had such a strong, prominent run going there. I mean, wow, fast truck. Now we got David Gainforth cycling out as a race leader here. So, interesting to see him up front here now. And this caution here, Charles.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that because he's at the back of the field, or I don't know what's going on if it's scored wrong or what's going on, but
yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. He is pulling off the apron here. I'm thinking maybe people have to pass him. I'm not sure. I think iRacing just got him scored in first because he crossed the line before anybody else did. But yeah, I think you're right. I think he'll be at the back here. But we'll see here in a minute. But if not, I'll tell you one thing. This caution has changed this race like a lot. But we do see William Hartman back up front now, and I think that he's probably going to give Chris Emmert a good run here. I'm seeing also the admins are having to wave some drivers around in the pace car. Something must have not been right there. I see how they've gotten about 3 or 4 drivers already. Yeah, 3. They waved around David Gervais, Kyle Snodgrass, and Adam Eisenhower. So kind of looking to see what the deal is there with that one. We do see David Gainforth coming down pit road, so that should give the lead up to Chris Emmert.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car.
And
We're
the
not going
admins have
green this time.
rethrown
We
the
are not
caution,
going
so we're
green.
not going green this time by. This is caution number 2 tonight. I believe, or is it 3? I believe it's only 2.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, for incidents. I mean, but counting the stages at before.
But there is some kind of iRacing scoring issue going around right now that they're trying to fix.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. Yeah, because it's showing that Chris Simard's in 3rd. And it's still
Alright,
showing
man. Lights are back on
that
the pace
Kyle
car. We're not
Snodgrass
going
and
green
David
this time. We are
Gainforth
not
are your
going green.
leaders right now. It's showing that David's leading. It's showing that Kyle Snodgrass is leading and that David Gainforth is in 2nd. But we got Chris Simard behind the pace car. So yeah, something amiss with iRacing here. I think somebody passed the pace car and they weren't supposed to and crossed the line, or the pace car didn't pick somebody up where it was supposed to. Some kind of scoring issues happened here, and this is kind of, Charles, kind of making me think back to that race that happened in the real NASCAR back at North Wilkesboro back there when they had that big scoring issue. That's kind of what's going on right here right now. iRacing getting confused here and not sure what to do, but hopefully these race admins here can get this straightened out and get everybody where they're supposed to be. But
Yeah, because mine's alright, all messed up. It's got Adam Eisenhower and Mark McFadden. They're third and fourth, a lap down, but then yet 5th is on the lead lap. I don't know.
yeah, I don't either. So until these guys can get this sorted out, we might see this race end under caution. I don't know. I'm only exaggerating that there, folks.
Alright, man.
Save a lot of fuel, though, I will say that.
Yeah, they are.
We are not going
Yeah, they'll be
green.
able to make it the rest of the way now, for sure.
Yeah, if anybody couldn't, they should be able to now. Yeah, I don't know. It's for me. It's still just weird right now.
Yeah, it's weird for me too. I mean, it's showing that Kyle Snodgrass is the leader, and it's showing that David Gainforth is 2nd, Adam Eisenhower is 3rd, Mark McFadden's 4th. But Adam Eisenhower and Mark McFadden didn't come in the picture until a couple laps ago when they re-threw the caution there. Now they're up there for some reason, and I'm not understanding why. Okay, they're giving Kyle Snodgrass an EOL penalty now, so that's going to put him toward the back. And if they do this, that should maybe possibly, hopefully, get these guys right in the positions they should be in. Yeah, there goes David Gainforth getting the EOL. Adams getting it now. Mark McFadden should get it here next. Yep, there he goes. So they should get these guys grouped back up now, hopefully. I think they're still going to have to give us one more lap of pace to make sure that iRacing does indeed get it right. Well, it doesn't look like they're going to throw the lights back on the pace car, so we are going to get going back green flag this time, so get them going, Charles.
Alright. Alright, there goes the pace car.
Green flag, green flag.
And green flag, we're back underway here at Texas.
Yes, sir, and a good restart there for Chris Simard.
Yeah, my standings still aren't. It's saying he's in 5th.
Yeah, it's showing that, yeah, he's not in the race lead right now. It's Kyle Snodgrass that's in the race lead by iRacing controls here. So maybe we'll let it work, get itself sorted. Maybe if they come back around the line here, it'll sort itself out. If it doesn't, I think these admins are going to need to throw a caution to get this thing sorted out here.
It's definitely still, it's not right.
All right, man.
Yeah, I see that.
And
There's the caution, yeah.
Because there's only 4.
Somebody got those 4 trucks somehow got a lap ahead of these guys here that's supposed to be in the race lead, and I'm not understanding how that happened.
Okay, yeah, I just listened to the skip to the radio there a little bit, and yeah, this should get these guys back on the lead lap now with this caution. And the pace car is known to sometimes do this and makes mistakes. That's kind of what happened tonight. Pace car kind of. I think it happens if the caution comes out at just the right spot where the leader is. It's almost like the pace car doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, I think what really happened was where those guys trying to get on a pit road crashed. That caused the pace car to get confused, I believe.
Exactly. Yeah. It's exactly when there's green flag pits happening and there's a caution, that really messes with the pace car.
It really does.
But with that being said, it looks like we now will have a really short, just about a 10-lap dash for the win.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of fast cars in the back that, had to get their lap back there.
Yep.
But they're going to be starting the back. They're going to be wanting to come forward like William Hartman in 6th.
Yeah, but I think if they get this sorted out, I think Chris Simard and William Hartman will start on the top spot because I think they were supposed to originally. I don't think Adam Eisenhower, Kyle Snodgrass, Mark McFadden, and David Gainforth are supposed to be in the positions they're currently scored in. So we'll have to wait and see here what the admins and officials decide to do here and try to get this all sorted out. And I will say one thing, Charles, for me being a commentator over here at MaxSpeedTV for the almost 3 years that I have never seen anything happen like this. This is totally, off the chart. That, I think this is the worst hiccup that the pace car has ever had in my years of commentating here for MaxSpeedTV that I've ever seen. This is, kind of just intriguing and interesting to, really kind of open it up and see what kind of happened there. And it's just, wow, amazing that, how the pace car got so confused. All right, pace car heads back into pit road.
Green flag, green flag.
There's the green flag. We're back underway here at Texas Motor Speedway. I'm thinking hopefully those guys got that solved, but I thought for sure that those top 4 trucks were going to be pushed to the back. I thought they weren't supposed to start, but they did let them start up front here, so we're going to see what Adam Eisenhower, Mark McFadden, Kyle Snodgrass, and David Gainforth have in store for these guys. We got some pretty fast trucks behind them here. Chris Simmerd, William Hartman. Wow, these guys are trying their best to get up through the field here. Vernon Markheim on the inside of William Hartman right now.
Judd Danielson got a little tap, it got a little loose, but they saved it and they kept it going.
Yes, they did. Yeah, wow, some great racing action here for the final 10 laps of racing as we're coming to it here. And just amazing racing here. Wow.
Yeah, right now Adam Eisenhower's seen everything he's wanting to see. These guys are battling for second.
They are. Mark McFadden's trying to hold Chris Simmerd off, but I don't think he's got enough steam to do it. Chris Simmerd's got more horsepower under the hood of that 27 Chevrolet. He's going to power by him, and here comes William Hartman as well. So Mark McFadden will go back to 4th. And Kyle Snodgrass is losing positions left and right, and he's almost back to 10th. I think he is back to 10th now. But Adam Eisenhower still liking it out here. He's out front with a strong lead here. But if Chris Simmerd and William Hartman keep battling like this, Adam Eisenhower's really just going to love it up because he's going to say, well, they keep battling. They're slowing their momentum down. I'm going to pull away.
Yeah, he's already got a 1.5 lead, and it's growing, so my money's on he's got this. I mean,
yeah, not the caution comes out.
Chris and William are still battling. Oh,
yeah,
look at
they
that
are.
cut under by William Hartman to get around Chris Simmerd. I think he may actually clear him this time, and he's going to see if he can make a charge on Adam Eisenhower.
Yeah, that right there is what Adam didn't want to see in his rearview mirror, that William Hartman finally got the pass cleared on Chris Simmerd, because that means now that number Fast 67 Toyota Tundra can just make tracks up to Adam Eisenhower. But Adam was still faster that time by. He still gained more time on him. But I think William Hartman's going to start taking time away now that he's got out front here of Chris Simmerd.
Yeah, but honestly, we've seen how long it took him to get it down to a half a second earlier. I don't think he's got enough time.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, actually, Adam Eisenhower's pulling away.
He is. And sometimes it's what clean air will do for your racing machine. Clean air will make it faster.
That is true. Yeah, once again, that lap, Adam Eisenhower had the fastest lap of the entire field.
Yes, he did. Even though you'd think William Hartman's out in clean air because there's really a big gap between him and Adam Eisenhower, there's still some dirty air coming off of Adam Eisenhower's truck that will cause William Hartman's truck to, drive differently. So,
well, right there, William took out a big chunk.
Yes, he did.
Took over 10th off of that lap. So, should see him have the fastest lap that lap, and don't know. I would say he did, but mine's saying Adam did, but that can't be possible.
I don't know, yeah. Well, they're coming this time by. Once it comes off turn 4, it's going to be 2 laps to go for Adam Eisenhower. Can he do it?
I definitely think it's safe to say William was just not catching him enough. There's the white flag. One more lap to go.
Yes, sir. And there's the checkered flag, and your race winner is Adam Eisenhower. So congrats to Adam Eisenhower on winning the race tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway. William Hartman will finish second, and Chris Simmerd will finish third. So we'll get your top three up here momentarily and get a chat in with them. Man, but what a bizarre finish that was to this race tonight, Charles. We didn't expect iRacing to have a, scoring malfunction like it did, and that just changed the outcome of this race drastically. All right, well, let's get Chris Simmerd up here and have a chat with him. I find where William Hartman, there he is. Okay. Chris Simmerd, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Chris, you come into tonight as the point leader, but technically where William Hartman has 2 wins, he's leading technically on that end of the chase. But with that being said, where you lead the points but he leads the win, you got third tonight after starting third. Tell us about your racing out there, and wow, that controversial scoring issue that iRacing had there.
Yeah, it was a good race. I was just taking my time the first couple of stages, and I still need to figure out how to run up front in these stages. I try and take my time, but too many people go by me, so I'm gonna try and fix that. But it was fun. I hit the wall there. I believe someone was on new tires, the 15, and he went 3 wide. I was on the top, and there was just no grip. I hit the wall and fixed the damage, and came back. And yeah, I don't know what the setup was. iRacing kind of screwed up there when the caution came out, and the pace car didn't come out, so it just screwed everything up. And I think the top 4 was a lap ahead of us, and they kind of figured that out, but I think the top 4 had to go down pit road to figure everything out, but they didn't. So
yeah, that's just a crazy, bizarre deal with that. And I was trying to figure out first what was going on, but then we finally figured out that iRacing had a scoring issue, and we seen them throwing the caution there for the second time. And then they had to throw the caution again because iRacing still didn't understand what was going on. But we know that's iRacing, and we know that's happened a few times. I mean, I've raced some, and I know that can happen. So but what's your thoughts on battling back from something like that and getting ready and prepared for the next race?
Oh, it was definitely fun, and I was kind of surprised I was able to stay up with William, because he seems to be one if not the fastest so far. So I was having fun trying to stay ahead of him, and it was fun going up through. I had a lot of fun. I was passing a lot of trucks, and it was a good race for me. So
awesome. All right, Chris, what's your thoughts on the next race? Looks like you guys, you had 3.5-mile tracks right in a row, but after that, now you're going to Iowa. So what's your thoughts about Iowa?
I love that track, so I'm hoping to get a win there. Anything less would be, for me anyways, I just enjoy running that track, so it's a lot of fun. You can run 3 or 4 different grooves, and it seems to be pretty fast, so.
Awesome. Well, Chris, congratulations on your 3rd place finish tonight. Do you have anybody that you'd like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Michelangelo Painting for sponsoring the league, Sim Speed Shops. You guys in the booth do a great job with the broadcasts, and my wife and son.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris, and good luck to you next week at Iowa.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Yep, you too. All right, let's get up with our second place finisher, William Hartman. William Hartman, you got a copy?
I do have a copy.
Well, William, I know it doesn't look like it was the night that you wanted it to turn out to be, because we know you was going for that W and try to get it a 3-in-a-row win. I mean, you in the last 4 races, including tonight's race, you've got the most stage wins out of any of the previous 4 races. I mean, you've racked them up, but man, looks like that scoring issue back there kind of, got you kind of thrown off a little bit. Kind of tell us about that and what was going through your head.
Yeah, I thought we were going to be all right coming out of it. It looked like we would start P2. I knew I had a little bit of damage. 27 had a little bit of damage. I felt like we were on pretty even playing field, and we'd had a good chance. And then kind of as things shook out and the way that cars ended up getting moved back and forth with the issues that we had, we ended up restarting 6th, and there was just no way we were going to make up the ground. So really, really happy with the damage that we had to be able to get up and finish 2nd. And hats off to Adam. He ran a really great race, and it was a good win for him.
Yeah, so, well, with that being said, what was, you must have had, great, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess, mentality, I don't know. But what was your thoughts, and how you felt coming into tonight's race, knowing that you did great on the previous 2.5-mile tracks coming into tonight here at Texas, and knowing that, Charlotte is similar to this track and you wanted it a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I think came in with quite a bit of confidence. Felt like we had a really, really good truck, especially, after the way the first and second stage shook out. So, we can carry that from tonight and go forward with it. And really, all in all, 2nd place after the little bit of chaos we had towards the end of the race there. I can't be too bummed about a 2nd place finish. And hats off to the admins for taking care of everything with our race tonight. I know it's not the easiest job in the world, and I think they definitely did the right thing.
Exactly. All right, William, what's your thoughts on Iowa next week? We see, the trucks went from 3.5-mile tracks in a row. Now they go to a short track. What's your thoughts about Iowa?
Well, generally, I like the short tracks more. Iowa has not generally been too nice to me, so we'll put in a ton of practice this week and try and get ourselves tuned up for that race. Kind of lean on our teammates as much as possible to try and get as much information as we can going into that next race. So we'll come out and try and build on the last few races that we've had.
Yeah, well, you said you like the short tracks a little more, but, kind of tell us, it looks like you've really had a great 1.5-mile package over here. I mean, looking back at the statistics here, that controversial finish back at Dover, you won stages 1 and 2 there. That's not a 1.5-mile track, but, you got the stages 1 and 2 wins there, and then when you come to the 1.5-mile races, you get a stage win Kansas and you win the race, and then you get the whole entire stages at Charlotte and win the race. So it really seems like you have a really good 1.5-mile package going for you. And it looks like there's going to be a few races in between here until your next 1.5-mile race. Yeah, 2 races. So with these 3 races, and you've done so well, having a 2 to 3 week break before you go back to another 1.5-mile track. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we'll definitely just have to make sure that we keep up to speed on what we've done well these last few races, and make sure that we're working on that going into the next 1.5 miles. It'll be a welcome break. Like I said, I really like the short track side of things, so I feel like that we can be a pretty well-rounded team. Everybody over at Savage, really well-rounded drivers, and we can put ourselves towards the front at each of the racetracks. So, yeah, we'll try and bank out all the notes that we have from the last couple weeks at the 1.5 miles and bust them back out when we get back to the next 1.5 miles on the program.
All right, William. Well, once again, congratulations on your 2nd place finish tonight here at Texas. Do you have anybody you'd like to give thanks or shout to before you go celebrate?
Yeah, I thank you guys for the great broadcast you put on, SSCA for putting together everything, and our admins tonight for handling the chaos that they had to handle. And then, like I said, all the guys down at Savage, we're a really, really tight-knit team, sharing notes, sharing ideas with each other. It's a great community we got there. So can't thank those guys enough.
Awesome, William. All right, well, once again, congratulations on your 2nd place finish tonight here at Texas. Good luck next week at Iowa.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Alrighty now, folks, we've caught up to tonight's race winner here for the SSCA Michelangelo's Painting Truck Series. Adam, you got a copy?
Loud and clear.
Well, Adam, tell us about that finish. You know, you started sixth. You had been racing around the top 10 most of the night, and you know, we know that William Hartman and Chris Zimmer had some fast race trucks out there, but tell us about that, you know, scoring issue that happened there and how it helped you get the win tonight.
Well, I guess it might have assisted me a little bit of controversy behind it. You know, I was fast at Sim Speed Shop. Silverado was real quick tonight. I do need to throw a thank you to my brother Jason, the 36, who crashed out early and got there up in the booth and helped me out from a spotting perspective. But you know, we were the leaders, and we were the leaders going on to pit road. Caution came out while we were on pit road. I left pit road, and it told me to stop and wait for the pace car, and the pace car never moved. So I stopped and waited and suddenly became a lap down because everybody's just driving around like they should, trying to find the pace car, and then you slow up. And it put me a lap down. How it cycled out there, you know, I really don't know. I came out of it in the lead, obviously, and we restarted for the end of the race, but I still believe I should have been in the top 1 or 2 anyway, based on if I came out of the pits. Everybody who didn't pit would have had to pit and then in front of me. So I think the cycle would have played out somewhat similarly.
Yeah, well, I'll say one thing, you know, with that happening and it, you know, telling you to stop and you got lapped and then they gave you, you know, they gave you your laps back, man, you did a great job battling back from that and staying out front, knowing, you know, how fast William Hartman was. And he got stages 1 and 2 tonight, but you got it at the end because, I mean, you guys did have the pit strategy there at the end, too, when you guys come down pit road and that caution, you know, kind of, you know, come out there. So yeah, but what was your thoughts coming into tonight's race here at Texas?
Well, I thought I had a fast truck. Always pretty fast here. Running with SCCA here, only for about 5 or 6 races just this year, actually. I'm in points in the Challenger, and then run here with these guys, and everyone runs good for the most. Everyone runs good and clean. You just race people like you want to be raced, and we saw that tonight.
Yeah, so you said you were in the points of the Challenger Series, so that you're not in the points of the trucks, but you are a new winner in the trucks tonight. So how does that feel to, you know, kind of beat William Hartman's 2-win streak there and, you know, become another new winner over here?
It feels good. You know, William and I were talking in the waiting room there. You know, he walked us on the first 2 stages. I think I finished 4th, maybe in stage 1, got myself up to 2nd in stage 2. So I was definitely there. You know, not you know, near what he was in stage 1 and 2, but as you can see, if you have clean air and you get out there, you can run. It is really hard to catch people. If you get caught running, you know, too wide for a lap or 2, you lose a couple tenths. It's really hard to get those back. But at the end of stage 2, William had an issue on pit road, and that's kind of where you know, his race in some way was decided. He came off in 7th and had a tough time getting through people to try to run me down. So again, really happy about it. Not necessarily happy with the way the race went and the way it was officiated from my racing standpoint. The guys in the booth did an outstanding job getting things sorted out, managing people's you know, expectations and their you know, upset feelings and all that stuff. But I couldn't be happier with the way the entire night went.
Alrighty. Well, Adam, you know, with that being said, you know, you said, you know, you don't race this series for points, so it means you're on a part-time basis. But will we see you next week at Iowa? And if we do, what's your thoughts about Iowa?
Yeah, most likely you will see me at Iowa. Iowa's I don't have much experience in Iowa, to be honest with you. Maybe about 4 or 5 races under my belt in my brief iRacing career. But I had run pretty good there. Any track where you know, got to break and roll in and push hard off, I'm usually fairly strong in those tracks. Enter slow, exit fast.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Adam. Well, congratulations on your victory here tonight at Texas, here for the SSCA Michelangelo's Painting Truck Series. Do you have anybody that you'd like to give thanks or shout out to tonight before you go celebrate your win?
Yeah, again, thanks to Sim Speed Shop, who puts a great button box right next to me that I can just reach over and feel in my VR. Simple stuff and good quality merchandise. And then thanks to you guys, thanks to the series, and everybody who puts the race on in a quality way, and then everybody who's out there watching. Thank you.
All right, Adam. Well, once again, congratulations and good luck next week at Iowa.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
Alrighty, folks. Well, with that being said, it looks like Charles William Hartman's 3-win streak did get denied tonight, sadly, but, he's still got a great, run because we know he's top of the charts here with the 2 wins that he's got, and we know there's more, mile and a half tracks coming up that I think he'll be fast at, but then again, he says that he's really more of a short track, kind of guy, but with his mile and a half package right now, to me, that's a little hard to believe, but, still yet, it's, how he feels comfortable with. But man, I tell you, even though that he says the short tracks are his best, he's still got something going with these mile and a half tracks. But with that being said, Adam Eisenhower is your winner tonight, so congratulations to him. He is the newest winner, you could say. There's been let's see, how many? He's the 7th winner of the series out of 8 races. So, yeah. Let's close this race out tonight, folks, and we'll get this your finishing order here. All right, Adam Eisenhower is your winner tonight, so congratulations to him. William Hartman finishes in 2nd. Chris Emmert will finish 3rd. Steve Seegers will finish 4th. Kevin Fetty will finish in 5th. Judd Danielson in 6th. David Gainforth will finish 7th. Vernon Markheim will finish 8th. Lee Staples will finish 9th. Mike Donahue in 10th. Ray Richer will finish 11th. Sean Kalis will finish 12th. David Gervais will finish in 13th. Daniel Jackson 14th. Justin Anderson will finish in 15th. Russ Coe in 16th. Joe Johnson will finish 17th. Mark McFadden in 18th. Kyle Snodgrass will finish 19th. Jeff Martin will finish 20th. Robert McFarland will finish 21st. Chris Scala in 22nd. Gary Weston will finish 23rd. Jason Eisenhower will finish 24th. Sam Doughty will finish in 25th. And rounding out the field, finishing in 26th, will be Ralph Vorst. So we thank you for tuning in tonight here at MaxSpeedTV, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out MaxSpeedTV.com for MaxSpeedTV schedules and see what races are coming up next. Also, don't forget to check out SSCARacing.com for their schedule for their Trucks Challenger Cup Series. And also, don't forget to check out the points over there as well. And also, don't forget to check out Michelangelo's Painting Facebook page. And thanks for joining us tonight here, folks. I'm Jeff Dotson alongside Charles Smith and Michael D'Amico on the cameras. Until next week in Iowa, have a good night.
We fish the waters